goal, has a mission to achieve their goals. Likewise, our Toastmasters Club also has a mission. So, everyone stand up and repeat after me. The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide.
The mission of our Toastmasters Club is to provide
a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop communication and leadership skills, which in turn foster self-confidence and personal growth. Our presiding officer for today's meeting is someone. Who is the presiding officer today? Ashish, sorry. TM Ashish. He has been a Toastmaster for a long time. And with this, I announce the start of the meeting and hand over to the presiding officer, TM Ashish.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome guests. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 483rd meeting of Millennium City Toastmaster Club. Before we start the meeting, can we pump up ourselves with energy?
Yes.
Yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to share a quote with you. Please repeat that quote with me twice. Today is the first day of the rest of my life.
Today is the first day of the rest of my life.
Once again. Today is the first day of the rest of my life. So what does this quote mean is that yesterday is gone. You're not going to do anything about it. Tomorrow is abstract. It's only we have is today. So start the day with a clean slate. Focus. This is a constant reminder that today is the day that you can do and learn maximum. So with that positive thought, let's begin our meeting. Have a round great round of applause. So I'd like to begin the meeting first by introducing to the newest member of the club. I'd like to introduce first Gaurav is there, who has recently joined the club. So please have a big round of applause for him. Great journey with the club, with the Toastmaster community. And we have another member, recently joined member is TM Toastmaster Ankit. Toastmaster Ankit I think is not there. So both are joined with the aim of improving their communication leadership skills. And also, I like to recognize the effort of the EC members, especially Toastmaster Diya, Toastmaster Sonu, and Toastmaster Shivani. They are new to the club. They have recently joined the club, but in a very short span of time, they have learned how the EC works, and they are doing a wonderful job. So, big round of applause for them. Moving on to guest introduction, I see a couple of guests here available with us today. So I would like to go for the guest introduction. So I would like you to introduce yourself, briefly introduce yourself and share your expectation, why you're there, why you have joined here. So I like to begin with, yes ma'am.
Hi everyone, I am Shreya Barseya. I am an IT consultant in Deloitte. My major purpose to join and come here is to improve my leadership and communication skills importantly, because I think leading forward in career or in professional or personal life, you always need a way to communicate better. And communication is one of the most important things, because no matter how much you know, you should be able to communicate it. So that is the purpose.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Welcome you to the club. And I see other guest there. So can you please, ma'am?
Hello everyone, I'm Survi Yadav. I'm working in R&D of an FMCG company, and The reason I joined, so the primary reason is because my husband, he kept on telling that how great Toastmasters is. So he was a Toastmaster lover, I guess, earlier. So I also wanted to see what the buzz is about. He always used to tell me. I think it has helped him a lot. And another thing is that, I think it will be good if I get to know, like, if I could improve my communication skills a bit more. So through this, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay, so how long your husband took you to convince that Toastmaster is right?
Around 1.5 years. So that's since I know.
So welcome you to the club.
Good morning everyone. My name is Rahul. This is my second meeting. I'm already a member of Toastmaster Club in Noida. Soon I'll be joining this club, and today I am also playing the role of grammarian.
I appreciate Rahul for taking up this grammarian role. Last minute there was a backup and you came up as a savior and took the role. Thank you very much. I think.
Hello everyone, my name is Dave and I am working as an analyst in research and development. My main purpose is to improve on communication and leadership skills. This is my second session as a guest over here. So hoping to join the Toastmaster Club very soon.
Thank you. And user.
So good morning everyone. So myself Atul. So I've been a previous Toastmaster. So when I was in Delhi, I was part of team in Delhi. Then I moved to Mumbai for my job, and I've been a Toastmaster there as well with Mulund Toastmasters Club. So it's been after a long time, post-COVID, that I want to start that journey again, which was kind of broken after like 2-3 years. So yeah, so that's about me. I want to start that journey, which I had taken like 3-4 years back.
Great to have you here, sir. Thank you. Well done. I think.
My name is Abhinav. Actually, this is my first time in here, and I think the basic is the communication skills to gain your future.
Okay, great. Thank you. So we'll now like to get into the meeting with our Toastmaster of the Day session. So for all the guests who are new to the Toastmaster community, Toastmaster meeting, I'd like to tell them that what Toastmaster of the Day does. Like every Toastmaster meeting, club meeting is like a mini event. And to run an event, you need a host. And likewise, we have a host today whose primary responsibility is to run the entire session of the meeting and integrate every section of the meeting together, make it meaningful for everyone. Also, will ensure that the transition between the speakers are seamless. And to do the honor today, we have someone who has been with this club, MCTC, for the last 3 years. He has been an avid speaker, a very dedicated Toastmaster. He is someone who inspires us a lot. So please join your hand together for the Toastmaster of the Day, TM Siddharth.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, for nice words. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
I am bead weaver. Bead weaver means the one who connects different segments of the meeting. Let's see our meeting structure. Our meeting structure is regular, like we have speeches, we have table topic and evaluation section. So first section will be prepared speeches. It is known as better speaking. Second section will be table topic, better thinking. We also call it think on your feet. Evaluation, the third and the most important section. It is known as better listening. Feedback, we will get, means every performer will get 1 minute chance to get feedback. So you all are requested to provide your feedback. You all will get a QR code, and with that you will provide feedback. Now, word of the day. In every meeting we provide a word of the day and that word of the day we should use in our speeches. So today's word of the day is cohesion, that is noun, meaning the ability to stay or fit together well. Synonym, a condition in which people or things are closely united. Synonyms: unity, togetherness, bond. Sentence: there was a lack of cohesion in the rebel army. So use this word of the day into your speeches, and if somebody is using this word of the day, just to show thumbs up. Okay. Now, before start the meeting, we always try to bring some fun kind of session, and the session we call joke master session. And today our joke master is Toastmaster since September 2022, very young Toastmaster. By professional, he is BTech. Hobbies: reading books, watching movies, cycling. He is none other than our Toastmaster Ayush. Ayush.
So everyone knows that laughter is the best medicine. So I'll share a joke with you and push this medicine down your throats. So, in doctor and lawyer were in a party. So they were having a nice conversation, but the doctor was getting interrupted by the people in the party. Everyone was coming to him and asking for free medical advice about their specific ailments. So this went on for a long time. The exasperated doctor asked the lawyer how do you stop people from asking advice from you? So he said that I just give it to them and then I send them a bill. So upon hearing this, the doctor was shocked but agreed to give it a try. So the next day, the doctor, feeling guilty, was preparing the bills, and after preparing the bills, he went to the mailbox to send them. But to his surprise, what did he find?
A lawyer's bill.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you, Ayush, for a nice joke. Now, general evaluator. It is said that feedback is breakfast for the champions. How can we improve ourselves? Evaluator team will evaluate each and every segment of the meeting and every performance, and they will provide feedback to us. How can we improve ourselves? So today's general evaluator is since September 2018. If I say if feedback is champion for the performers, for the speakers, then we must understand the importance of evaluator. And our evaluator is experienced more than 4.5 years. That means we are going to get a beautiful, that means delicious and healthy food, healthy breakfast. So by professional, he is studying bachelor in architect in Delhi University. Hobbies: volunteer, playing flute. That means he is artist also. It's great. And learning new things. Winner of international speech evaluation contest, division and district level. That's great. Immediate past president. So you can guess now, he is none other than Toastmaster. Course. Come on the stage.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sinal, for this wonderful introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, has it ever happened that in your professional or personal life, you try to give a feedback, you try to give some evaluation to your senior or even your junior, but it doesn't come across the way you expected it? Sometimes you try to give feedback and the other person thought you are being authoritative, you are being direct, or you have not even thought of the evaluation, you are just giving it for the sake of giving feedback, right? It so happens. But what is something that Toastmaster teaches us, and it is something also a skill that we are often overlooked, is the art of giving feedback, the art of giving effective feedback. what I have learned in my 4.5 years in Toastmasters is that giving feedback is a very valuable skill. When you give feedback, one of the most crucial things is that after your feedback, the other person should be encouraged to take action. They should feel motivated. For example, if you're giving an feedback or evaluation to a speaker, so one of the most crucial element that if your evaluation is successful or not is that the other person should really feel motivated to take another speech slot. Right? Same goes in personal and professional life. But also, like I said, sometimes we get authoritative. And it is something that I have learned and it helps me in my personal life. For example, in the COVID times, I am pretty sure you all have tried different recipes and different so many things, dishes and delicacies from all around the world. So one of the time, my mom is an amazing cook. She was trying many things. Now earlier, I used to give feedback that a salt is less. But the thing is that the feedback didn't go the way I expected it. And for the next 3 days, because of me, the whole family had khichdis. But in Toastmasters, so now I've learned to give feedback effectively. So whenever now, if it's something like this happens, I give feedback such as that it is an amazing food. Amazing, amazing. If a little bit more salt, it would have been delicious. But still, it's very delicious. So playing it safe is one of the very effective in formal management. Now, in managing my role as a journal evaluator for the benefit of guests, for the benefit of members, what will happen is that I have a team of evaluators and I will be evaluating the meeting at a bird's view. So whatever good happens in the meeting, whatever the scope of recommendation, so that we can improve the quality of Millennium City Toastmasters Club's meeting. Now, this task requires a cohesion of all the evaluators. So I have speech evaluators and also I have something called tag evaluators, which means timer, a counter and intermediate. So they are going to evaluate that particular section, so that these three are also the very crucial part of giving your speeches. So these three are going to help me and in the end will come and give an effective evaluation. So before that I would like to request Toastmaster Rahul to please read out the speech objective of the pyramidal role. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Rahul. I'll be playing the role of a grammarian today. I shall listen to everyone's speech and word usage and note down any misuse of the language. It can be incomplete sentences, it can be incorrect uses of pronunciation, it can also be incorrect uses of grammar. I'll also report any creative language usage. At the end of the meeting, I shall report everything that I note down throughout the session. So I'll also look for the usage of the word of the day. Whoever uses the word of the day will be showing the thumbs up, and I'll be calling the names whoever will be using the word of the day. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Now I would like to call our founder for today, Toastmaster Dia. Please read out the speech objective.
So I will be playing the role of accountant in today's meeting. As an accountant, I shall take note of all the crutch words, sounds and repeated words. In crutch words, we'll have well, but, so and you know. Sounds such as and and repeated words like I, this means. In addition, I shall listen to everyone for long pauses as well and will present my report at the end of the meeting.
Last but not the least, now I would like to call our timer, Toastmaster Meeting. Please read out the speech objectives.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So good morning Toastmasters and guests. Today I am playing role of timer. As a timer, I will be monitoring time for each of the meeting segments all the speeches, table topics and evaluation. For prepared speeches, standard time is 5 to 7 minutes. Also speaker gets 30 minutes as a grace period for wrap up. So I'll show green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes and red card at 7 minutes. However, for icebreaker speech, the timing goes 4 to 6 minutes. And today's speech is icebreaker speech. Your time will be 4 to 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I'll show the green card, 5 minutes, I'll show the yellow card, and 6 minutes, red card. You will get 30 seconds further to conclude the speech. Similarly, for table topics, timing would be 1 to 2 minutes, and 30 seconds would be grace period. For evaluation, the timing would be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll show green card. 2.5 minutes, I'll show yellow card, and 3 minutes, I'll show the red card. 30 seconds evaluator will get as a grace period for to conclude the evaluation. In addition to that, I'll indicate PMOD, President, General Evaluator when they have consumed their allotted time by showing red cards. When General Evaluator will call me on the stage, then I'll put my report to the team. Thank you, and let's do good.
Just a quick check. Who is the evaluator of Toastmasters should be?
Should be
Abhishek is the evaluator. So, some backouts today. So we are going to have a longer TTM session. But that's the beauty of MCTC. We always have a standard of meeting at MCTC. So with this, I will be coming back at the end after the TTM session to give my report. With this, I hand over the stage to our amazing Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Siddharth.
Now, just one question to you. Before joining any new company, what question comes to your mind? Salary time se dekhi ya nahi? Is this question or something else? Will get promotion, will get these all things on time. Do you ever think about the team you are working with? What kind of team I am going to work with? My boss, my colleagues. This session is all about an ideal team player. There is something different from a team player than an ideal team player. Some virtues, some quality an employee, a team player carry that makes him different from an ordinary team player to an ideal team player. So we will be talking about the virtues, the quality, what kind of virtues, what kind of qualities an ideal team player carries. We know team, the meaning of team is together we achieve more. An ideal team player always thinks about we, never thinks about I. So I have collected a couple of virtues, 3 virtues that I believe that the 3 virtues are very important to be an ideal team player. The first one is humble. We also call it humility. So what things can make a person humble? Or what is the quality of a humble person? Humble team player. We are not going to talk about person since we are talking about team. So team player.
Respect.
Respect.
Taking opinions.
Behavior.
Behavior with behavior. Approachable.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's all things we can include in a person who is humble or team player who is humble. So I have collected a couple of points. Lack of ego or concern about status. I'm manager, I'm senior manager, I'm director. It should not come. Even I believe that if humble team player is whatever position he is carrying, he should understand that even a peon of the company should reach him, sir, this happened. The peon should not feel that I'm going to talk, साहब से बात करने जा रहा हूँ, डर लगने. That kind of fear he should not feel. The next one is quick to point out the contribution of others. मैंने किया, it should not be happen that I have done these all things. And the last one is define success collectively rather than individually. I'm going to share a small incident, actually experience I can say. Since last couple of months, my family is not feeling well, and that's why I don't give much time to my task, to my work. And whenever there is something problem comes, that I tell to my teammate that I cannot give my 100% these times since I'm busy in other stuff. So they take care of these all things. And the most important thing, they take it. And when next day, if meeting is going to happen, so my job is to point out that I was not available for a couple of minutes, for a couple of hours. So my work did, my colleague did my work. So I always appreciate. So thanking and appreciation should start if somebody from your team is giving a kind of contribution to you personally, to you or to team. So this was about humble, the first quality. Let's see the other quality, the other virtues. The other one is hungry. Shall we consider the one who is foodie? What do you think? Hungry team play.
Learning.
Great. This time कोई बोल नहीं रहा है. Nobody is talking about. Please, what do you understand by hungry team player?
Hungry to contribute.
Contribute. That's great.
Support.
Hungry for respect.
Respect. Rahul, can you add something?
Hungry to perform.
Perform. That's great. Anyone? Last.
Curious.
Curious. That's great. Yes, of course. So let's see that what I have more things to do, more to learn, more responsibility to take. Self-motivated. You don't need to tell him that this is your task and what you have to do next. He is always curious, excited that one task finished, he will be looking for next one. He is always there without any, what do you say, excuse. Looking for next opportunity. So, can we add something more in hungry quality of a hungry team player?
Hungry of achieving team's goals.
It's great. Yeah, these all things. Let's see our third virtue. Okay. Guess. What can be there? Hungry, humble was there, hungry was there, and the third one. Just guess.
It must
Something
be
from
edge.
Okay. Edge.
Motivation.
Motivation. Okay.
Honest.
Let's
Honest.
Honesty. Okay. Already smart. Smart doesn't mean here intelligent, something else. And I'm going to talk a lot about this topic. Smart here, the smart means emotional intelligence. I'm sure that everyone heard about this word, emotional intelligence. Can somebody define this word?
Someone who can understand others' emotions better.
Others' emotions. And
who is also compassionate to the other person.
Managing your own emotions.
they are managing your emotion, and you are right. Something else?
Empathy.
Empathy. Yes, that's great. Let's see. Common sense about people, about himself. Before that, one more thing we can add, I think. Reaction and response. You understand well the difference between how should he react, how should respond. know what's happening in group situation and how to deal with other in most effectively. But sometimes sometimes we are working more than 10 people in a team. Where more than 10 people are there. Definitely, all people are not an ideal team player. Sometimes what happens? We did not achieve whatever project or whatever task we are doing. So sometimes what happens? People blame and that. You listen as a team player. You listen. So sometimes what people do, they put oil into fire. He was talking about like that only. You are responsible of failure of project. This should not happen, and that we must learn. As an ideal team player, we must learn that how the team and the goal can be put in danger because of our one statement. He was telling like you. Okay, and listen to people, stay engaged in conversation. Another important thing, like good listener, like evaluator. We should listen when we are in the meeting. Sometimes what happens? Some calls come. Some we are not 100% listening to our teammates. We should listen every single point, and sometimes. And try to point out also, note down also what is happening. Sometimes what happens, we don't, later what happens, our team leader asks that, what we were talking about. Did you complete this task? We discussed in the meeting. If you don't note, if you are not 100% present in the meeting, you may forget. Then you have to give excuse. Excuse means jhoot bolna. I will do later. So we should, in the conversation, we should be engaged. Now, the 3 virtues of ideal team player: humble, hungry, and smart. So we know ideal. Is there anything ideal?
No.
कमी तो होगी, ऊपर से इंसान कमी का पुतला है. So what happens if team player missing one of virtue? He is not an ideal team player now. There is something different. A new persona, can say persona will be developed. Will be known. I don't know what to say, but it will be not an ideal team player. Suppose he is humble and hungry, but not smart. Smart, quality, understanding to yourself, your feelings, others' feelings. Others' feelings means what other person is thinking about. He is in particular situation. You should understand that what if I am in her or his shoes. Sometimes what happens, you don't know what kind of situation I am facing. So you should know that what kind of situation your teammate is facing. If you are missing that virtue, what will happen? A new personality will be known as accidental missmaker. You are in the team, you didn't listen properly something. Your boss asked, you listened? Okay, yes. You are going to finish it? Yes. And after 1 or 2 days, did you finish? Excuse. Because you were not available at the time. Even I faced this kind of couple of times. This one. I was working alone. I was directly getting inputs from my boss, and I was working. I was used to finish. But suddenly I changed my job and I started working with almost 10 people's group. It was hard. The task was not big issue, but for me the biggest issue was to understanding the teammate. What kind, dealing. It was totally different situation for me. In meeting I couldn't focus on everyone. Whatever they used to tell. It took time to engage in the team, but it took time. But that's that's give problem. It may delay your job, your work, many more things comes because of lacking of one virtue. The first one is want to serve the team, the quality of the person, accidental mistmaker. Want to serve the team but not interested in credit and attention. Interpersonal problem due to lack of understanding. As I said that it leads means the delay of your project. Teammate clean up the mess. Group often leave behind. Your team leader give a job and you finish it in 1 hour. And he review it and it takes 1 hour. And after he rectify your problems, next 1 hour. That means your one hour job, it took 3 hours. That kind of mess happens. Accidental mistmaker have no bad intention, so can usually take corrective feedback and in good humor. That means a feedback can make him a better employee, a better person. Lacking of hunger virtue. He is humble, smart, but he is not hungry. So, what will happen if in your team a person is there who doesn't want much work? I'm just asking question.
Yes, ambition.
Yes?
Not much ambition.
No, what will happen?
He will give excuses for every kind of work assigned to him and delay the work.
Delay of work. Yeah. So let's see his lovable slacker. ढीला ढाला बंदा रहेगा, but people will love him, don't want to leave him, but पसंद भी नहीं करेंगे. They have limited passion for work in the team. They will do as minimum as they can do. इतना बोला है बस उतना ही करेंगे, इससे ज़्यादा they don't want to keep their mind on task. Don't expect extra experiment. एक काम खत्म हो गया, one task is finished, at least give some break me. I have done a lot of work. Lacking ambition. That people say, no, कुएं का मेढक kind of things. Once they are in company, they found a job, they will stay 5-6 years in the same company. Might be a little bit growth and nothing except. Needs significant motivation and oversight. So these two things can make him a better person. Now, the last one. Lacking of humble. Humble means a person very humble. So that quality is missing. What will happen? Just guess.
Egoistic.
Egoistic. And do you know this person? This quality?
Skillful.
A lot of people of this skill are.
When we say in starting, I asked that what kind of question comes to your mind when you start plan to run in a company. So one thing always we try to get feedback from anyone is a toxic culture. So toxic culture, one thing is very very important. कोई politics तो नहीं होती. Mostly people say no. We all know that no doesn't mean no. It happens almost in every company. So, what skillful politician does? He is hungry, he wants more job. He does actually more job. He learns more. He's smart. He understands. But he doesn't think about other people. Me, only me. That's the biggest problem. So cleverly ambitious, hardworking just for personal benefit. जल्दी से सीखो और निकलो kind of. Adept in portraying themselves as being humble. सबसे मुश्किल काम और सबसे आसानी से करते हैं. These people, we have that they are the humblest person in the team. It takes time to identify them. They get promotion, they get growth, and after that people understand that we choose wrong person after 1-2 years. I don't have any solution for this kind of situation. If you have any, please, it's time to, since we are in the team, we are team, so your feedback is very important to everyone. How can we deal, or how can we improve? No, this person doesn't have any improvement chance. No, how should we deal this kind of?
Outsmart them. Outsmart them.
Outsmart. Okay. Anyone from this
The
side?
skip manager should take the feedback of their team. Like the skip manager should keep taking the feedback from the team. So get
Okay.
to know how the manager is on how he's working.
Okay.
360 daily feedback, I think he is not a team player. He should do something which does not need a team.
That's
In large company, my boss said that I have chosen the best person. And 4 months later, when he came to me very early, and he fired him. So almost full day he was. Before that, almost full day, every day he was just praising him, and after that, every day he was just blaming him, he was abusing him after firing him. So, do we have time? We have a lot of. Okay. So now I have prepared till now only, but I have added a couple of more slides. I think you should know. It will not take much time. Only one virtue is there. He's not missing. He's missing 2 virtues: hungry and smart. He's not smart. Doesn't understand the feeling of others, and he doesn't want more work. So what we have? Humble. The quality is known as the person, the palm. You can take any kind of job from him. It's very simple. He doesn't want any progress. He doesn't want anything. And most importantly, he doesn't want any attention. Next one is hungry. He just wants work and nothing except bulldozer. Actually, I didn't put any points in this. You want to say something about the person? Just कोई face सामने नहीं आया क्या? He is bulldozer kind of person in my team or in my company. It doesn't want progress, doesn't want anything, just काम करता चल रहा है, kind of things. Last one is smart, only smart. Want to show that I am working. So this was last thing, and I'm sure that it will help something to understand about the ideal team player to ourselves. How can we make ourselves an ideal team player, and how can we identify while I am going to choose a team for me? We should take care of these are points so that we can achieve our goals, our target easily without any disturbance. Okay. So the ideal team players, respecting only ideal team players, not only missing any particular virtues. With this, before closing this TMOT theme session, anybody wants to share anything about ideal team player? Any points? Anything?
We were discussing about if we have hungry and smart and if we don't have humble as a character trait. So one of the thing which happened with me was in a different department, my previous organization, in a different department, that person was a team lead, and while that person was hungry, smart, but that person was not at all humble. And in some way or the other, and that was a very key key position which that person was holding. So, and I could not ignore it and I went to my reporting manager who happened to be the CEO of the company and reported that it's a very petty issue that I'm going to talk to you in next 2 minutes, but it's really important because it is hampering the company team's contribution. So I told him that this person is not at all humble, and he or she creates his own facade, his own ego whenever it comes to any decision which is taken for the team. Do something about it. And it was around 6 months after I went back to him. I haven't seen any change in that person. Gaurav, we are doing something about it. And 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. After 4 years, I took the decision of moving out of the organization. So to answer your question, what you can do is, if you can try to report to, and he was pointing out that you can skip level and do that. I tried doing it, but after 3-4 years, if things don't work out, I took a decision of moving out of that organization. So, yeah.
That's it. Okay, before just I'm going to close this session of this one, and just want to one thing to you all. Humble is, I believe, that one of the most important virtue in cricket. If somebody from your team is doing something great, whether you are or Ireland, just start when meeting is happening. Just start with thanking or appreciating. He did a great job, or thank to him, kind of things. Appreciation or thanking. With this, I would like to close the session. Can we get feedback now or later? Can I get later?
After first speech.
Okay, not an issue. So now it's time for prepared speeches. The success of your presentation will be judged not by the knowledge you sent, but by what the listeners receive. So our first speaker is the backup. Second speaker, associated with us since December 2022, very young Toastmaster, professional, working as Tyson. Hobbies, me time, reading. Both are amazing hobbies. Time spending with yourself and learnings, reading. That's great. Pathway presentation mastery. Icebreaker, that means first speech. And after the speech is a clap, usually we do. And the speech titles, the superpower of my life. Amazing speech title. Let's see who is bringing this amazing speech title. He is none other than Toastmaster Shilpi. Toastmaster, please come on the stage. And Toastmaster Abhishek, please read the speech objective of Toastmaster Shilpi.
It is the icebreaking speech, like the first speech of TM Shilpi. So we are going to know Shilpi more better in advance, like the more better in personal.
Okay.
So after Shilpi sharing his personal life journey, so we get to know Shilpi more better. Further, Shilpi has taken a pathways presentation mastery, and the speech title that Shilpi going to speak on is the superpower of my life.
Okay. The superpower of my life, Shilpi. Toastmaster Shilpi. Toastmaster Shilpi, the superpower of my life.
They say life experiences and learnings can be a source of superpower for you. The day you realize the wisdom behind those experiences. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shilpi. I love the picture that's put out there. Like he said, the pathway that I've chosen is presentation mastery. And I thought, as part of my icebreaker speech, what better than sharing some of the reflections and some of the experiences of my life that I today consider as my superpowers. To share the first superpower, let me take a step back and let me take you to my childhood. When I was 4 or 5 years old, me and my elder brother, usual kids, we would be playing together. My father would always play some games with us. So one day he got a slate. I hope you're all familiar with what a slate is, and a chalk. And he drew a small line on that slate. And he told me and my brother that without using that eraser and without cutting this line, can you make this line smaller? And me and my brother like looking at each other, and we as kids obviously tried to use some of our brains, which we couldn't help with. And we also tried to play some tricks by rubbing it with a thumb, etc., but we got caught. So after playing for 10-15 minutes, we both looked at our father and said, can you give it to us now? We just don't know. So we gave up. And all my father did was drew a bigger line in front of it and asked us, can you tell me which line is smaller now? And I looked at that small line completely perplexed. It was many, many years later that I realized the wisdom that behind it and what he was trying to communicate to me. I realized and I learned, he taught me, always focus on making yourself bigger. Always channelize your energy in developing yourself and not focus on cutting somebody else or making somebody else smaller so that you can become bigger. That was the first learning of my life that I've been using every single day. How do I make myself bigger? How do I make myself and develop myself to become stronger? And that, I think, is my first superpower. Moving on to the second one, and this is one experience I'd like to share with you, while I have many. This is in college. I was never a public speaker. For some reason, some way or the other, throughout my schooling, I always managed to stay behind the scenes, and I never came forward. Till a day, my professor told me, you have to do a book review and do a presentation in front of the whole class. Now, I remember not sleeping for days together. Now, I remember not eating well. I remember losing a few pounds. The level of anxiety overtook the better of me. But I remember showing up. I remember going for that meeting. I remember standing there completely red-faced, probably not being able to utter beyond a few words. And the feeling that I left with at the end of it was of a complete failure. Now, some days passed, I kind of digested the feeling of being a failure. And the only thing that I came out after that with is that I have to give it one more shot. One more shot. And over the years, many years, many a times, not just in public speaking or larger forum speaking, but at many other places and experiences, whether failures or successes, every time I've come back to calling myself out saying one more shot, and I have to give it one more shot. And today standing here joining Toastmasters is also part of that commitment to myself, that one more shot to myself, which I think today is my second superpower. The third superpower is, I'm working on that to become my superpower. It's not yet my superpower, but I believe that's a wisdom that I already get, and I will work towards making that as my third superpower. And that's the power of surrender. Now, how many of us have actually learned, heard, believed that surrender is for the weak? Surrender is for someone who has given up. For me, the way I interpret surrender is not giving up, but it's actually not expecting a certain outcome. If you've ever read Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna calls it out as spiritual action. That's what I'm practicing right now. Do what I can do, control what I can control, and do it to your best. But I cannot control the outcome. And hence, I will surrender the outcome. And that's something that I'm practicing. That's something, hopefully, through my journey, I will be able to say that that's my superpower fully now. So just to reiterate what I was saying, my three superpowers, part of my life: focus on yourself, focus on one more shot and the power of one more shot, and the power of surrender. Thank you so much.
Feedback form is there?
Yeah.
Okay. So please share your feedback to Shilpi's speech, and guest Please, you will get nearby. You can reach and you will get QR code.
No, it's not you.
Yeah.
So voting ID.
Yeah.
The next one is feedback.
Feedback. Did you say?
Next one is also voting. Sorry, don't do that.
For the guests, please scan the QR code. Members, please vote. It's a big voting.
Yes.
So voting.
Yes, voting.
Yeah.
So all the feedback done? Hopefully. Okay. Now, I think just now we got not only a great speaker but also a great grammarian.
Yeah.
Do you agree? I just noticed. I just questioning to myself that was it icebreaker speech?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone remember their first speech. I think that this icebreaker is one of the best, you can say that.
Yes.
Now, next section is table topic, which is known as impromptu speech. Since we do have a lot of time, so don't worry at all. Everyone will get a chance. Somebody will say that. That's why I'm worried. So don't need to hide. Everyone get a chance. Today's our table topic master is associated with us since November 2022. So medium Toastmaster again. Professional. She is my teacher. Hobby singing and dancing. She is none other than Toastmaster Shivani.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, my name is Shivani Diwan, and today I am the table topic master of the day. So, table topics, let me tell you, everyone, when it comes to table topics, these are very important to just increase your confidence. Okay, if you want to build your confidence, you need to be the part of it. Okay, just to develop your critical thinking. Need to tell you, everyone, if you want to develop your critical thinking, you have to be the part of it. And today, definitely I'm going to include everyone in this table topic. Okay. Second thing I want to discuss that everyone is going to get 1 minute, okay, 1 to 2 minutes and 30 seconds for the program. I need to wind up your speech. So today, I am the table topic master of the day. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Dear Ashish, do we have Christmas today? No. Okay. But yes, everyone, today we don't have Christmas, but I am the Santa of the day. And the beautiful sentence what I need to mention. And the Santa has brought the pouch which is filled with not many gifts.
Oh,
Okay. So one by one, people will come on the stage. Okay. Without seeing into it, we are going to pick one gift, and after seeing that gift, you have to tell me that why this particular gift is the most amazing gift that you have got so far. Okay, got it, everyone? You see, I went to Vijay Sales and did some shopping. Jokes apart. Okay.
Do we get to keep the gifts?
In your dreams. So who's going to come first? The lucky one. So we're going to start with the experienced people of the group. Okay, who's going to come first? Without seeing.
Okay. So it's better to come first. You will get simple. Right? Okay. Sticky notes. It takes a lot of courage to come over stage, especially in table topics. And today I don't want to hide. And the topic given is sticky notes. I would say this is the best gift because I am not a very organized person and not follow my thoughts. Like I need to do something, I prepare my to-do and keep, but I don't follow. But whenever I follow this pen and paper thing, I always achieve my goal. It's a day goal, week goal, or month goal, and it gives me lot of motivation, or you can say achievement kind of feeling whenever I complete my to-do. Because if we do every day whatever we thought for ourselves, it gives a lot of motivation in our life. It gives like we are on right path, right? We are using our time with our best purpose or something, right? So, of course, this is the first time I'm going to take from you, and I'm going to use that, and this is going to make my life and character. Thank you.
The next one, come. I'm sorry, I don't know the names.
My name is Dave.
Dave. Okay.
So hello everyone, my name is Dave. So that's a diary which I got as a gift on Christmas Eve. Thank you for being here. So this I consider as one of the best gift that I ever got in my life, because from the earlier time I was thinking to write a journal every day, because this can help you introspecting yourself. You can write down your thoughts, you can write down your expressions. At the end of the day, this is your companion. Even if you do not have any friend or anyone to discuss your personal emotions or feeling or anything else, then this could be the best thing ever that you can get in your life. And you can use even your phone as well, but still you should have at least 1 to 2 hours per day in which you are spending time with yourself, and that too without any virtual devices or any kind of social media or something like that. So this I can convince you could be the best thing that even you can also buy. So if you want to buy, then you can buy from her. Even I am promoting her as well. She can sell this thing. So yeah, so thank you very much.
Next, come.
What's your name?
Shreya.
Shreya.
Good morning, everyone. I am Shreya. And Merry Christmas to everyone, importantly. I think everybody knows the concept of Secret Santa. Everybody needs to get a gift for someone, need to give a gift to someone, and you always end up receiving the worst gift ever. You always think of the most best gift for the other person, but you always end up getting the worst. But today, I got the best. That is because I always believe, no matter what time it is, I can always end up using my gift. No matter it's a morning and I need a quick breakfast, no matter it's an evening snack or I'm really hungry and I have no time, or no matter it's a midnight snack, I always can end up using the gift. Not only that, I can always be the master and the star of the show because I have 50-50. That is because no matter whatever snack you have, if you are sitting in a group of people and you see food in someone's hand, it's always the favorite person you are. So, no matter if we have sticky notes or a diary and how important all of that, if we have food, you are the winner. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, next. Next.
Name?
Hello everyone. Before we start with this Santa's gift, the cohesiveness in this group, this is my second meeting, so the bonding together and we are sharing ideas with each other, so that is really appreciable in the Toastmaster journey. And talking about this gift, I got a box, so yeah, it's a multi-purpose box. I can use it for myself. I go to office, my wife can use it, even my daughter who is in a school right now, she can use it. So I don't think so that 50-50 even because that you can use and you can that you'll be able to consume it. The diary will definitely get over, and the sticky notes, I think how like the way you are as a person, but that will definitely get over. But this is a plastic thing, so I don't think so this will get over so easily, and it will last long for I don't know how many years. So thank you so much for this beautiful gift, my Santa, and yeah, so I think my time is also done. So thank you so much again, everyone.
Come, sir.
No, I would rather prefer you choose a gift. I got best gift. You know why? Why I like Caesar? It is creative. Number one. I'll come to the every point. Caesar is very high level of creation does. Number one. When you want all these beautiful cloths, dresses, tailor uses this Caesar. The second, all fancy, paper toys we were making in childhood with this Caesar. So I correlate this Caesar with happiness, creativity. Also, in a medical science, doctors use Caesar to relieve your ailments, to relieve your, illness. So it has got multiple, and especially this Caesar, has been built by Santa herself. Has got molybdenum cork, a special coating on that, so he can last for centuries. So this Caesar, ma'am, I'll keep with me forever, and after me, of course, I'll request my kids to put in museum so that the whole generation can see this beautiful Caesar and they can associate with creativity, curing illness, and there can be multiple uses. So it's very handy. I think all of you might have used it, right? So let's say cohesively, we all have used seizures. Thank you.
So though I'm not a guest, because last week I joined the club, and this is the best gift which I have received, because I'm a very disorganized person. Even my mobile, if you could see, I can show you. It is completely like this thing is completely shattered. The mobile cover. So this is the best gift I could receive, but I'm not having Apple mobile. That's a problem.
That's the next
Yeah, if you could give the phone also, that great gift I could have. And and gift is a very good thing, because even the person who gives the gift and the person who is receiving the gift, the bond between them improves, and the cohesion is also improved between the persons. So I would say this practice of like on Merry Christmas, people give the gifts and the person receiving the gift also. This is a very good cultural thing, and this thing is same with other festivals also, like Diwali and Holi as well. The cohesion and the bond between the people of different culture, different religions improve, which is a very great thing, and I really like this about the festivals. And India is full of such festivals and cultures. And thank you again for the gift.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. I am Vishal, and I was very sad, rejected in my life from last some time. Even my thoughts were not cohesive. I was trying to think what is wrong with my life, what is happening with my life. And today I think I have got the solution to all my problems. This is Boroline. And how I could understand this is the solution, it's written over here that you can apply this every night on the dry skin. By dry skin, I could understand that my skin is dry, my hands are dry, my face is dry, and that is why I was feeling irritation, I was not feeling well. And I think Boroline being a good brand, I will use it every day. And in future also, I think I can enjoy a quality life, my thoughts will become cohesive, and I will be a happy person again.
For a person to grow in the life, to get more knowledge in the life, the book is the ideal, because from the book you get to know different learning, and you can apply that learning to your personal life, for your growth of your career, to get more regarding what is happening around the world. Like if you learn about learning or scientific experience, you get to know what is happening around the world through the book. And from the past 25 years or 30 years in your life, you have this to this place, to your career journey, to your corporate life. You are doing success in your life because you have learned a lot from this book, and different books that have taught you much more how to be a better person in your life, how to speak with the other person. And every time when you look at even I say to a person that spend some time of your year in reading books, and use it and apply that learning in your daily life. And more you apply your learning, you can find yourself a new version of your life when you look in the past 2 years or 3 years. So more you get good, more you become better, and more you become better the person you are going to become in your life. That's all.
Next.
What's your name?
Atul.
Atul.
So, like, good morning, everyone. So, I guess this is like, the best gift at the right moment that you can get, right? So, my wife sitting there has been asking for a gift for a long time, and I've been postponing for quite some time. I'll take out some time to kind of find a good gift for you. But I guess this is like the best gift I can give to her. And sometimes the gift that you receive that you can share with someone else is the best gift that you can get, right? So, and the gift gets better when you share it with people that you love, right? And I guess this will right fit on her head as well. And she kind of like loves to kind of keep her hair open and also kind of help her do that, right? And this is a very pretty kind of hairband, and you should not give it to like any man because it becomes difficult to talk about it. But yeah, it's a very pretty band, and I think it will look great on her, and she'll be happy. And if she is happy, then I guess I'll be happy. So like, yeah, so it's the best gift that you can get on at the right moment.
It was really nice one. Next. The Bishop. Come.
Guest.
Okay, yes. Any
All the guests.
Shreya.
Yeah, Shreya.
Hi, Shivan. What's your name? Avineet. Avineet.
No, same.
Okay, so it's a ball actually, and surprises are actually full of. Sorry, the gifts are actually full of surprises, and whenever you just receive it, you just have a smile on your face. And actually, it's my first session, so I don't know what to say. And anyway, it's a nice gift, but my age has just become. So I'm so big, so I can't just play with it. Anyway, thank you for the
Little more.
Next. Any guesses who's left? Come.
What's your name?
Sylvie. Okay, so Merry Christmas, and it has been a special Christmas for me since I'm getting 2 gifts. So I'll and another one is a laughing Buddha. So and this is my first session, so I'm really happy to get a lucky charm today as a gift. So like I've heard that if you rub the laughing Buddha's stomach 3 times, so you get good luck. So I guess this is a good luck and a good beginning for a new session. And I guess there's something which I can always keep at my desk or keep in my home or somewhere, and it's also very beautiful, and also like I can decorate my home with this as well as I can keep it in my pocket if I want to. And so I'm happy to have a lucky charm as a gift.
Little more now.
Okay. It's yellow, it's my favorite. And yeah, so basically I can decorate it, I can keep it in my pocket, and it's something which I can keep it in my office desk, it's something which I can keep it in my car and anywhere. So it will always remind me of the person who has given me this gift. So it's it's really beautiful and it's something which I can actually use and not just like keep it somewhere or pass it on as somebody else. So
You can compare. Compare with other gifts.
So yeah, food will get over. So yeah, there were actually other good gifts also. I'm just happy I got to.
Okay,
So,
thank you. Done?
Left with 2 things.
Shreya.
Shreya, come.
Simple ones.
Very simple.
So, first of all, very good afternoon, everyone. So, this is form which I have got. So, we use this form by making our hair every day. So, everyone use these things. Usually, we make our hairstyle in different way. And I from childhood, I used to watch many videos, hairstyle videos, to make my hairstyle in different way. So yeah, that's it. And this is also very useful. I also used this form by making my Barbie doll here. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, last. Who wants to come?
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Rahul. Okay, so hi everyone. Today I get a hand wash as a gift. So it's a really good gift, I would say, because you need it every day, even before eating food or when you are planning to go somewhere, and even if you arrive at home. So it's a good gift that you can use every day, and I think it's also a good gift because it will keep you away from diseases and bacterial infections. So I think this is one of the good gifts which one could get from a Santa compared to other gifts that I see here today. So thanks, Santa.
Thank you, everyone. I hope that I have tried to bring or tried to stir up the cohesion that the people have. Okay. So thank you all. Not going to give you any of the gifts.
At least Monaco is
Amazing session. I think it have been more amazing if she has given me. You should say that the money you could take from this.
I can buy the gifts from you.
Okay, so it was amazing session. So team session, team session. Please provide your feedback to Toastmaster Shivani. So after submission, can we? Somebody might be have submitted.
Yes, so
Yeah. Okay. Please use the same link. Yeah. Okay, done? Okay. One more feedback actually we forgot to provide from me.
Yeah.
TMOD, so please give your feedback. It's very important for me. I will utilize these all things, your feedback, in my next session. Please use the same link and TMOD feedback. Please provide your feedback. You also. Did you give? Okay. That's great. In case somebody forgot. Okay, so it's time. This is the last session, and I think this is afternoon, but it's
Get to 2 minutes left.
okay. It's morning, so we will have 2 minutes to get our delicious and healthy breakfast. So, Toastmaster, our general evaluator, Toastmaster Deepak, please come on the stage and provide your detailed evaluation.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Siddharth. As he said, this is the third and the most important section, in my opinion, of Toastmaster, because this is the section which actually set Toastmaster apart. Because here we are evaluating, we are giving feedback, recommendation on how to improve our public speaking skills, how to improve our communication skills in a very effective and encouraging way. To start my evaluation session, first I would like to call Toastmaster Abhishek. Please come forward and give evaluation for Toastmaster Shetty's icebreaker speech.
The speaker has given a wonderful and powerful speech today. The speaker started the speech with quotes. He has given a one-line quote, and that makes the speech. That's the special taste to the speech. Just like the warm-up you do before the exercise, or the starter you take before when you go for the dining. So that's amazing starting of that. And when the speaker started the speech, he divided the speech into 3 parts, the 3 superpower journey of his life. Just like the father's story, the school life, and the surrender. So in this way, the audience get to know, and it started grasping the speech very well, and you have done it perfectly. And when you started, you are given the step back you have taken. So that's to remind you that you are going in the past. You have shown that movement on a body language, body movement also. In this way, you are very much speaking while speaking with your mouth and with your body. So that, and it gives a special connection to the audience that the speaker is not only speaking from mind or from the body, but from the mouth, but from the body also. So now, and while also you are speaking, you have, as a 2 points, you have given your fingers to point out the sport, that the sport, you have given the one sport or 2 sport that you are pointing on. At that moment, the speaker has shown the finger, the one finger, 2 or 3 times, to emphasize that's the points that is important in his speech. So that is very well and very well reminded to all the audience. Then the speaker has taken a wonderful pause by delivering the speech. At every moment, he has keep pausing so that the audience understand what he is speaking and what is story he wants to communicate to all the people sitting out there. And while speaking and emphasizing the Krishna learning he has given. He has shown the hand movement 1, 2, and 3. In this way, he has given the 3 lines or 3 words he speaks about the Krishna, has very well communicated with his hands itself. In this way, the audience will get to know, yes, there is something, 3 learning of the Krishna has been spoken out by the speaker. And the last the combination that I want to say to the speaker, that while he come to the speak, he says he has put the hand movement like that, closed movement. So you have to keep your hand movement in an open direction, so that you are showing to the audience the strong points that you are strong while you are in the stage. And while you open your hand movements and more you open with the audience, can say. So audience can connect with you more and more while you are speaking in the forum. So that is all for myself.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Abhishek. Now I'll move on to our auxiliary role plays. So first of all, I'd like to call Toastmaster Rahul to present the Marian's report.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Hi everyone again. I present the report for the as a grammarian. First of all, I would like to say that it was really a great session and what a wonderful speech you have given. As a grammarian, I tried really hard, but I could not find any mistake in your speech. So obviously you did really great. There were some mistakes throughout this session. I would like to just highlight those. For wrap up should be used as to wrap up or for wrapping up. For the conclude this meeting should be to conclude this meeting. A team player carry should be a team player carries. I have done this all things should be I have done all these things. Whenever there is a problem comes, it should be whenever there comes a problem, how should he respond? It should be how should he respond? Then there was you are responsible of failure of that project. It should be you are responsible for the failure of that project. Then there was did you complete it? It should be did you complete? To understanding the team. It should be to understand the team. That's give problems. It should be that gives problems. Then there was he review it. It should be he reviews it. There was he choose wrong person. It should be he chose wrong person. That's what I am worried. It should be that's what I worry. To introspecting yourself. It should be to introspect yourself. We make our hairstyle. It should be we style our hair. There were also some good usage of English. I would like to highlight those as well. There was emotional intelligence, then accidental, messmaker, lovable, slacker, the skillful politician, toxic culture, channelize your energy, level of anxiety over to the waste of me, digested the feeling, one more shot, and power of surrender. So these were very good usage of English. The word of the day was used by Toastmaster Dipanshu, Toastmaster Vivek, guest Gaurav, Toastmaster Ankit, guest Vishal, and Toastmaster Shivani. That is all from me as a grammarian. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rahul. Now I would like to call our accountant, Toastmaster Vivek, to present our report.
So starting with Toastmaster Arti, you use 3 times when, 1 time so, 1 time and, 3 times are, and 2 times repeat words. Toastmaster Siddharth, 3 times so, 1 time you know, 3 times and 27 times are, 1 time repeated words, 5 times repeated words, 4 short pauses, 1 long pause. Toastmaster Ayush, 3 hours, 1 repeat word. Toastmaster Dipanshu, 4 hours, 1 Toastmaster Rahul, 13 hours. 1 hour. Abhishek, 3 times so, 5 times and, 2 times you know, 3 times and 3 times repeated words. Shilpi, 2 times 1 time repeat word. Table topic, coming to the table topic section. Toastmaster Jitendra, 1 time Dev, 2 times so, 2 times Shreya, I couldn't note down any. Toastmaster Gaurav, 2 times Vivek, again I could not find any class words. Toastmaster Ankit, 1 time so, 3 times and, 15 times Toastmaster Vishal, 1 time and, 3 times Toastmaster Abhishek, 1 time so, 2 times and, 3 times guest Atul, 1 time so, 1 time I guess, 1 time you know, and 7 times Abhijit, 2 times Surbi, 2 times so, 2 times like, and 2 times and 1 short pause. Shreya, 5 times so, 4 times 2 repeat words, and 1 short pause. Anurag, 3 times Rahul, 3 times Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Leah. Now I would like to call our timer, Toastmaster Vivek sir.
Well, meeting started exactly on time. So first, Sergeant at Arms, Ayush took 3 minutes 10 seconds. Then Toastmaster Ashish, President, he took 7 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Siddharth, in multiple sessions, overall you took 26 minutes 40 seconds. A general evaluator, while introduction, you took 7 minutes 40 seconds. Now coming to prepared speech, Toastmaster Shilpi, you took 5 minutes 32 seconds. Coming to table topic, all the times are between 1 minute and 1 minute 55 seconds, but I'll read Jitendra 1 minute 22 seconds, Dev 1 minute 16 seconds, Shreya 1 minute 26 seconds, Gaurav 1 minute 2 seconds, Vivek 1 minute 55 seconds, Ankit 1 minute 48 seconds, Vishal 1 minute 2 seconds, Abhishek 1 minute 34 seconds, Atul 1 minute 20 seconds, Abhinit, somehow you took less than required time, just 32 seconds, so Abhinit is not qualified. Survi took 1 minute 47 seconds, Shreya 1 minute 3 seconds, Anurag, you took just 44 seconds. So there are 2 disqualifications in table topic, Abhinit and Anurag. In evaluation, Abhishek, you took 3 minutes 10 seconds, and grammarian Rahul 2 minutes 58 seconds, Diya Aha counted 2 minutes 14 seconds. And my time, live probably 2 minutes few seconds. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All the role play. Now I will present my journal evaluator report. So for journal evaluator, the job is to evaluate the evaluators and also the meeting at whole. So I will divide my report in 2 parts. First I will evaluate the evaluators, then the meeting in the whole. So for the evaluators, Toastmaster Abhishek, who evaluated Toastmaster Shilpi's speech, I think the recommendation and commendation were pointed out well. Only recommendation I have for Toastmaster Abhishek is to follow a structure, have a commendation, recommendation, and then a summary, so that the speaker is encouraged. Throughout the evaluation, I found out that the commendation, recommendation were mixed. So in the end, it was difficult for me to what was the recommendation. So that just follow structure, so that it is easy for the speaker and easy for the audience to have it in mind. The second recommendation is to use third person. Either use the speaker's name or he or she, a she in that case. So you use he more times. So have that in mind. For the auxiliary role plays, I think all of the three have done a terrific job. Structure was followed, the role was did with all the sincerity, and there is no recommendation. Toastmaster Rahul covered all the points, he shared all the word of the day usages. Same goes with Toastmaster Diya and same goes with Toastmaster Vivek. For Toastmaster Shilpi, I think you have a beautiful voice. You shared three of your superpowers. I think your first superpower would be that you are very comfortable on stage and you are courageous enough to share your personal life story, which is a really commendable job. Only recommendation I have for you is what Abhishek shared, and having hands club. So have an open body gesture so that it's present in the audience that the speaker is confident that he or she has come prepared. So only recommendation. Otherwise, amazing icebreaker speech. Coming to the evaluation of the meeting in general. First, I would really like to admire the work done by EC. So, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot of the EC members come before the meeting to manage everything. They set up all the meeting room, the chairs are set up. So I think that is a very flawless job done. The one more thing that I really like to point out is this whiteboard and the PPT made by TMOD. This gives a very professional look to the meeting, and it's really something that is unique to MCTC and really commendable job by the EC. Second is to all the role plays. There were some backouts, but still all the role plays take the role at the last moment. This is a really, really, really commendable job because this makes what the quality of the club really helps, creates a very good learning for all the members. Third is the forms. I think the forms were made fine. It's a new EC for the benefit of guests. So what happens in a Toastmasters club? Every 6 months, a new ExCom, a new executive committee is elected. So in January, a new executive committee is elected with Ashish sir as the president. So it takes time for them to settle up. Otherwise, a flawless job done. One recommendation to all the role plays to come before by 10:15. Same goes with me. I also did follow that. So before coming, by 10:15, if all the role plays are there, it ensures the meeting start on time and also a very smooth conduct of the meeting. One more recommendation I have. This is something that the EC can work on. I think we can have one role of table topic evaluator. Okay. I think we have so many table topic speeches, so the guests and the members, they can also take some evaluation. I think table topic evaluation is something that we miss. So a table topic evaluation can be a very good addition to our club. One recommendation for the TMOD. It is the most difficult job in public speaking, in my opinion, is to give a 20-25 minute long speech conducting the meeting. It's really a very difficult job. So Toastmaster Siddharth, being a veteran Toastmaster, has done this really well. Only recommendation I have is that either you can break down the whole session into parts, have some before prepared speeches, some after prepared speeches, or if you're going in one go, have some games or have some question and answer session so that it's not become monotonous. Everyone is involved for the whole 20 minutes. One more recommendation: when we are introducing the speaker, there's a structure we follow. First calling of the evaluator, then introducing the speaker, and then the title and name. So that's one thing that we can work on. Table topic master, amazing topics. All guests were covered. I think it was really a fun session. Everyone enjoyed it. So yes, that's from my end report. I think this meeting was like any other. Lots of fun, lots of learning, and looking forward to more meetings. With this, I hand over the stage to our dashing presiding officer, Toastmaster Ashish Raj.
So what a wonderful meeting we had today. Agreed?
Yes. Voting.
I think voting link has been shared with all of you. To vote for the best performers. QR code, I think, has also been shared for the guests to get the voting. Have we shared the QR code?
Yeah, best role plays are not there.
What is the best role player is this?
So while the voting is going on, I'd like to seek the feedback of the guests about the meeting today. And if they would like to make any remark about the meeting, what they like, and if they want to have something to improve on in the meeting, they can add to it. So like to the guest first. So please.
I think I've seen this generally that feedback on grammar is not pupil specific, and this person has used this grammar, so it's difficult to identify the examples for you. So I'm not sure how to improve that. Okay. But specific grammar based feedback on for you, maybe through forms or something can be.
Okay.
We can share a snapshot of report maybe.
So it's generally generic. You don't follow the names.
Yeah. So it's kind of debatable. Some people recommend to point out, some people don't recommend to point out. So that's the thing.
But actionables then.
I understand your point. So I think giving it on personal, feedback form on group, there's a snapshot of them, that would be better. We will not be pointing out and we will be giving personal feedback.
Yes. Okay, that will be taken care. Yeah, ma'am. You shared your feedback about the meeting.
The meeting was amazing, the structure was amazing, and the evaluators played an amazing role to have an understanding on how everybody is performing. I just felt that the whole session that TMOD basically takes, what we can do is we can have more of like a discussion than a presentation. Because in that sense we are all here to improve our communication skills. In that sense everybody would be able to participate. Because group discussions are also an important part of communication on how you can contribute as a group and an individual. So more of a group discussion than a presentation, if that's feasible, that would be fun also. It would keep the audience alive and interactive. So
Thanks for the remarks. We'll ensure that the forthcoming TMOD session could include all these points that you have mentioned. Well, moving forward, yes sir, you please.
Me?
Yeah. How was the meeting and